Gerald moved like, let's see,
We moved from the from the front
30,
of the
I guess
kitchen.
35 feet ish.
All right, so
Shivers.
That's progress, honestly.
yeah.
We've had worse sessions.
Yeah, definitely. We've had sessions where we just swam around and tried to drown each other. So we finished talking to Bill and Trin, and we tried to get our ducks in a row for what we were trying to do here. And Gerald, needing some kind of guidance from beyond, casts augury, in which he was met with a disagreeing probably not. But with the augury, he actually surged and gained clouds for words. And every time any augury or any human or anything ever has told Gerald probably not, he laughs in the face of adversity and pushes forward. And actually a couple times some crazy shit has happened, and that is what ended up happening this time. Bali, once again unsatisfied with what someone had to say. I don't know what that's referring to.
He talked to some tieflings.
Yeah, the lady wouldn't tell me how to end the winter.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
how come these two like random rogues didn't know how to end this?
I was talking about the animal lady, but yeah.
Marcus.
That one specifically referred to the tieflings. That was before you talked to her. Sorry for interrupting, Mike.
You're okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of reading your recap. Marcus found a talking axebeak and did some investigating with it. Tried to kind of troubleshoot the situation a little bit. Shivers kind of wandered away and ended up touching a pig, which apparently was an old friend of Valric's, and was asking him a bunch of questions. Shivers turned him invisible and tried to bring him to his friends. Bali ended up talking to the return druid woman named Feveril.
Mm-hmm.
And Bali talked to one of the elks that she took care of and learned shit, it says. Yeah, the elk pretty much said that it was once a person. Now it's an elk or something like that. Like it was like way smarter than like a normal elk. But everybody was surprised when Gerald's thunderclap of surging happened, and everybody got brought back to the central Pickle, where Gerald was given his loud speech and getting everybody's attention. After the speech, he just cut up slices of pure poison. Didn't have to dress it up at all. And just put a god's name on it, slapped a god's title on it, and some worthy proven. That was all these people needed. And so they all ended up eating the pickle at his behest, just as Lady Moncala kind of appeared on the scene. Everybody kind of stopped and noticed her approach.
Yeah, dude, he straight up became the BBEG of the entire game, for sure.
Yeah, I like how you guys are like tossing around like each time like, okay, one of you is the BBEG, and it's
Yeah,
like just pointing at Shivers, Gerald, and Bali.
Yeah, dude, it's an evil relay.
It's amazing.
It's like a Plinko thing.
I really I absolutely love the group of characters. They're not like just straight good or anything. They've got complexities. And I mean like I should say complexes. They've got issues.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the people are really lucky because if you would have amped up Gerald in his heightened like excited state, I think it would have been like watching in the sky would have been like watching the Star Wars crawl at like 4x speed, trying to figure out what he's actually saying, trying to read it all.
I think at least for a bit, and
Right.
I don't know if this is the case, but it seemed like Dinor was being very deliberate about what Gerald was saying. It was like, oh shit, they get to see everything.
Yeah, something's going on if he's doing that.
Dude, the power of the pickle, man.
So,
I think they would have thought they were storm clouds or something with how fast they rolled in.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, maybe if he talked faster, he could just say something horrible and then quickly like start ranting
It's
about
like,
how
yeah.
people didn't read his book or
It's
something.
like when you put like a bad message and just spam the chat with just random characters or words trying to get it off the screen.
Yeah. Just a string of Keck W, I guess.
All right. So, quick bit of bookkeeping before we start. As Mancala heads over to Bali, kind of in almost this disbelief, Gerald, you look upon what you have wrought, and let me... I think I was going to play something a bit more cheerful for this part, but considering everyone's a bit poisoned, I think I might play something a bit more dark. As you look upon these people, you see they're all kind of staggering. Shivers next to you, this kind of coat that probably hangs loosely over him. You see as the kind of gilding becomes this yellow, I believe like your own, Gerald. As Shivers, your syzygy uniform is now a comprehension uniform. And on the back of it is, I believe, the symbol of the shining brain of the School of Comprehension. I already
As
added
the
that to
think
your
tank should
D&D
have.
Beyond
Yeah.
character.
Shivers is literally the think tank now.
Just a tank of water.
As you look around, as Mancala walks forth, you see these people taking bites. Some of them doing more well off than others. Some people instantly dropping. Others just, feeling a bit sick. And some worse. You see this small dwarf as she goes, "When one is twice as worthy," and eats 2 of the slices.
Nice.
And immediately starts to vomit and drops to the ground in a pool of their own vomit. And there's a good amount of blood in there too. Congratulations, you have killed one of the 11 dwarves.
Oh, no. You know what? It's fine. This was before my
Was it a
time. I
brother
don't
or
even know what it's
sister?
about.
Yeah.
Is a sister.
All right.
She decided she wanted to be double worthy. She killed herself.
She was the one. I was like, okay, she's a dwarf. She has advantage. I rolled a 1, and I'm like, that's okay. She's got another roll. I rolled another 1. I'm like, cool, whatever. Amazing. It's amazing when the advantage gives you a double natural 1. It's like, as a player, it's the absolute worst feeling.
Right.
As a DM,
It
it's
is as
hilarious.
the omens portend. Yeah.
So you see people dragging other people kind of off to the side. Some people just unconscious. You notice all these kind of large guys have to be like dragged off to the side as two of them have fallen unconscious. As Bali. Mancala, upon seeing you, her eyes like brighten up as she walks up. This kind of thin tiger woman, this tabaxi. As she walks up in this kind of like brilliant dress, you kind of notice these like small like ribbons of blue just kind of flick off of her. She comes up. Oh. Bali, you have grown so big. Look at you.
Yeah. Bali's a different bear now.
It has been so long, Bali. I tried to find you. I tried so hard.
I'm gonna like look around and like obviously, you know, some people that are feeling like shit aren't gonna really, you know, look how I think they will, but are people marveling like this is her? Like I know that this is Lady Mancala.
This is Lady Mancala.
Okay.
This is also Strixie.
Well, yeah. Well, that's who I know her as. So that's why I was just like,
Yeah,
put two and
and
two together in my lycanthropy
a lot of
brain.
people.
Yeah.
There are a few people who are marveling, but more so, people are kind of. It's a bit of a side effect of the poisoning.
Bali definitely did not expect to see you. You her? The one who will power everyone up.
In a matter of speaking, we should talk. It's been so long. After we got separated after what happened with Orgoth.
Yeah. Bali doesn't like to think about those times.
You know
Neither do
this
I.
lady?
Yeah.
Just move you up there.
As
Oh, didn't mean to move that guy.
surprised as you are.
Oh, hello. Are you one of Bali's friends?
Yeah, don't worry about me. You guys catch up.
It's nice to meet you. As she like reaches out this hand and grabs, like almost like one of those people who's like almost like forces these like social conversations where she's just like shaking your hand.
I shake back, but then I'm gonna kind of be like, and I'll push her towards Bali a little bit, be like, just catch up. But then I'm gonna turn and be like,
I'll like,
guys, I think we might have poisoned the wrong people.
and I look back. I'm like, don't make me go.
As Shivers, you stand with your invisible pig, not being super stealthy, but because most people are poisoned. Luckily, you don't have to worry about that. But Gerald is next to you. Gerald, you're kind of having a moment. Almost this more like intimate isn't quite the right word, but that's what I'm going to use.
Religious.
Yeah.
Can I cast...
You have...
Oh, sorry.
There is a connection
With the pickle?
with the pickle.
Nice.
As Marcus,
Yeah,
you...
can I like walk up so I can see who's talking? Because I'm like way down here.
Yeah, I can bring you up. I can unpause and you can go to where you want to be.
Sure. I just kind of while you're talking, I guess, just so I can see what's going on.
The Axbeak will follow. You have a friend now.
Nice.
As she looks at you, Polly, are you doing all right? We have things we should discuss.
Yeah.
Because there are things I wanted to teach you, but we got separated.
Let's go. Come on.
As she walks past, as you see, she walks by Pig.
I'll go with him. I'm just gonna follow. They got the death going on back here. I just don't know this lady.
As and all the positions of people are kind of arbitrary right now.
Yeah.
I'll move them around, but as she walks by Pig, Pig goes, Lady Moncala, thank you for blessing us with your presence. I've got one quick thing I need to say. I set up everything that was requested, but there's one thing. And he goes up, whispers quickly in her ear. She gives a look. And she looks at you, Bali. And she goes, we will talk. As she heads up to kind of this tent. And she looks at you, Tundra. Would you mind if we had this conversation alone? There are things. Look, Bali, are you comfortable with him hearing?
Of course. We do everything together.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
We're like this.
Okay.
2 weeks.
I was gonna make that joke in a little bit.
Oh, there's the unlock button.
I still will.
Brings you into this tent. As Marcus, you come up and see Gerald. Everyone is kind of gathered in this center point in town.
Yeah.
As
He's like, Shivers is holding them up, right? Is that what that is?
Shivers has a pig.
Gotcha.
Shivers just kind of came back to.
Yeah, I'd like to have been during this just like slowly over time just getting like more haggard and like quiet as I'm just like hold strong, it'll pass, as I'm like just trembling and just starting to like just kneel onto the pickle instead of stand.
Yeah. I'm gonna approach Gerald.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Hey, have you eaten your? Oh, Marcus.
yeah. I'm gonna like offer my hand like to let him down, right? Like to get him off the pickle before he hurts himself.
No, please. I need to stay. I need to stay connected to the pickle.
Okay, well let me help you sit down then.
Okay.
And then while I have his hands, I'm gonna cure his poisoning.
All right, Gerald. Because this only works on a willing creature. You can either be connected to the pickle, or you can be cured of your poison.
Can I not do both?
No. Your poisoning by the pickle is almost intertwined with your connection to it.
The pickle
Okay.
is affecting your judgment.
That's been the case for like even before we had it.
Marcus,
And you
What are
can
you-
feel it. You can feel it.
what are you doing to me?
You don't have to be standing on the pickle. But if he cures the poison inside you, it also cures the pickle inside you.
Marcus,
Whoa.
you're severing my connection. Don't do it, please.
All right. Well, if he says no, then I will not. I will stop. All
I'm
right,
just
Gerald,
going to.
I hope
I'm
you know
gonna.
what's best.
I'm gonna smile and just like close my eyes towards the pickle, with my hands just. I told you I told you I would do it. I would make you proud.
He just throws up.
I listened to what she said. I did.
So, Shivers, what's going on? Why is I was away a bit, but what the hell's happening?
Hey, Zulu. Found myself away a bit. But it looks like everything is about to happen. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward if it's not too suspicious. I was gonna cast Armor of Agathis, but that'll put like ice around me. That'll look pretty weird.
I mean, you can cast either of them. Just be aware they have like very short durations.
Oh, I know Blade Ward does.
And Blade Ward does. No one around you really looks like they have the intent of attacking. Like no one's. If weapons were like drawn while you're like watching, you get like initiative.
Oh.
So if you want, you can. I'm just letting you know.
No, I actually did think it looked like stuff was about to pop off. No.
It's kind of the opposite of things popping off. Things have kind of slowed down. Things looked like they were going to pop off more, but everyone is like you know, like oh.
Yeah,
Like, they
like
ate too
there's not
much.
enough bathrooms
Yeah.
in this area. Something like that.
Yeah, sadly there's only one bathroom in this.
Good thing they're part of the animal.
Good thing they can just shit in the woods.
Yeah, not for long.
Okay, then scratch that.
There's
Marcus.
a druid shit in the woods. All right.
He found something. At first, it was nothing more than a talking pig. But then... I don't want to stop my invisibility.
Yeah,
I will say that
the usual.
there are others around you. If you want to, you're having this conversation. You're invisible pig.
Yeah. I can't make him visible then. Yeah. You've got to trust me.
I'll give you a few more things, Shivers. You feel kind of almost this lighter pull that still pulls to the same places. These two leftover pigs, and kind of in the direction where Bali saw the elks, and a third direction. And you kind of recognize them for what they are, but kind of this headache from that has kind of subsided. You still have this pulling feeling from the off-limits room. And that pull is kind of a different origin. Kind of originating from what gives you your life as opposed to your mind.
I don't think there's a better way I can explain. I'm gonna pick up the pig that's invisible. And I'm gonna...
Can you...
Or try to.
Roll me...
I know it's a big pig. I'm not very strong.
He has 3 arms, though.
I do.
Roll me... Yeah, either like... an athletics or a sleight of hand or...
Sleight of hand's a bit better. I'm gonna try to sleight of hand the pig.
Oh my god. 3 strong.
People don't even look. I'm gonna give you the benefit, and this one person who is really around and looking is gonna be helping. Actually, no, they're gonna move.
I just thought it was a cool dance.
They're gonna remove this dead body out of the way. As a guy just dropped dead right next to you.
Yeah, the strange movements of the automaton. Yeah. And
this pig is heavy, but as you kind of get close, like, to the invisible pig, Nima, or Zima, I think. Gotta check my own notes. Yeah, Zima kind of gets what you're trying to do and lets you, like, pick them up and does not make a peep.
I'm going to, and of course with the 20 sleight of hand, looking like I'm doing something very natural for whatever I am to these people, yeah. I'm going to shift...
It helps how unnatural you look.
Exactly. Like, I could be doing anything and it could be natural to me. I shift the pig into Marcus's arms, and I try to lean in closer and be quiet. And I want to say, "This be one of Elric's friends. I don't know how it ended up here, or as a pig, but there be more."
I'm not an it. I am a proud member of Trash to Treasure.
Do you know this axe speak?
No. Oh, yeah, you can't even see it shaking its head.
You just have an invisible lump in your arms.
So, maybe, I mean, this axe tried to speak to me also, which I found strange. Because I can't speak with animals.
During all this, I'm just speaking to the pickle.
Yeah, you have 2 other people. The tiefling Ozai, who you sapping stung, and this kind of random dude has come up, and he's like, I understand now.
Yeah, wait, so are these 2 like super green because they're just like converts or something?
Followers, yeah.
And the 2 of you notice. The 2 of you also notice Gerald's skin has kind of turned this, like, goldish color. As it's almost, like, smoothed out a bit and become this kind of
He's becoming
gold.
One with the pickle.
As I will tell you now, Tundra and Gerald, you have a stage 1 infection.
Do I have to like put that down somewhere?
Oh, don't worry, I'll remember that.
Okay.
Messing around with dirty pickles. That's what you get.
Dude, he says the infection's a bad thing.
He's got a PTI.
I've been infected by power.
So yeah,
Um,
think tank.
is the big guy from the guarding the door?
This
does
big
does
guy
he
was the
move at
guy
all?
who was.
Yeah.
He is right next to you, actually. He's the guy right next to the axe beak. And he looks kind of sick. You still see this large kind of key that's like hanging at his side.
Right. Shivers, you wanna go check out that room while everyone's distracted?
Aye.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use the axe beak as cover and swipe the key, I guess.
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand. This will be a good deal easier because he's poisoned.
Can I assist him? I'm gonna aid him with my mage hand and try to like make it a little bit easier, give him advantage.
Yeah, totally. Did I turn off? Oh, that's very good. I did not turn off noise suppression. There we go. Name is Gerald. I have the Gur. Or is that the Jer? As this kind of large guy isn't really looking, he's just like, oh. As with a little help, you're able to very easily slip this large key off his waist. As you want to go to the room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. As I can move you guys. The axe beak will follow about this far. And I assume you're taking the pig?
Oh yeah.
Gerald, are you coming or are you communing?
No. In fact, I'd like to.
Oh, he's coming.
I'd like to notice these two devout converts and just like, you and you, the Pickle. It's telling me you must join. And I'd like to guide them to also place their hands on the Pickle with me.
No, they've already done it.
But in that case, I want to guide them.
Everyone's hands are on your Pickle. That's how I'll put it.
In that case, I want to try and help guide them towards a similar connection to what I'm having with the Pickle. See if I can spiritually connect them or something.
Brothers and sisters, follow me in Pickle prayer.
We will get to that. I think we will do that in a bit and handle the other two groups first. It's just something I forgot to write down that I need to remember before I handle you. As with your key, you are able to unlock this door and enter the Forbidden Room.
Nice.
The only one who can actually see you is your bird friend, which is good. As Bali, Tundra, I'm going to need everyone but those two to be deafened. And then following that, I will need those two to be deafened.
Deafening myself. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh.
To be deafened for both occasions.
I actually can't deafen myself for the stream, so I'm just gonna leave.
Oh.
Yeah, Gerald, you can just play WoW for the next hour.
Yeah, just go
Yeah,
home.
I was gonna say.
Gerald,
Gerald,
I will let you listen to the next one.
Okay.
This one is just secret from the people with her.
Mhm.
Here. All right. Mancala walks you into this tent. Let's change up the music. Let's change it back to what it was, kind of. That one. You see this room has a few things. This tent has this is what Pig was kind of filling up. As you see, there are a few books. You see a big plate of meat. And you see a bowl, a kind of blood-stained bowl. Bali. And friend, you may call me Mancala.
Tundra.
Tundra. Yeah, sorry. I'm only here because I don't know you. So I'll get out of your way. I don't want to mess with whatever you got going on. And I'll just take a seat if there is one.
Yeah, there's some seats in here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's one seat and a bed. So
I'll just pop a squat and just try to. I mean, it's not really my business, right? So I'm doing it for him just to make sure because he looks weary.
Bali, you've gotten so big. What happened?
Polly apologizes if we're not more excited to see you.
It is okay. I have excitement for 2.
You're
And looks over at Tundra. 3, in fact.
seeing you again reminds us of bad times.
I can't say it isn't the same for me, but still, I'm happy. So, I heard about the school and thought it could only be you, but I wasn't sure.
Well, Polly's not 100% sure what happened, but we met a man in the forest. His name was Boris. He gave Bali a necklace.
What did it look like?
It's hard to
I can
recollect.
remind you if you don't remember, or
I don't.
you don't. It's like a white kind of chalky stone, like a fragment.
Ah, yeah.
And
It was a white stone fragment.
oh,
And then
that
one night
explains.
we
That
just
explains a lot.
a ribbon came out of it and we grew.
Yes, that. Someone who was probably very dumb handed you a shard of Tyrus.
The moon.
The moon. A powerful stone, but very bad to give you. There's something I wanted to talk about. I am sorry it is my fault the way you are. That if you remember Wargoth and the dreaded whistle, I still have nightmares from it. However,
Same.
when the sound just compels the body to move and, well, fight. And it was not my intention to pass on my gift or affliction or illness.
Do I know she gave me this, or is this news to me?
This is kind of like, if you remember back then, what you would kind of remember is, because I think you had written something about kind of being almost taught in the ways by her.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you would remember that you kind of, while there, you developed this power, and she started trying to help you.
Yeah. It seems it's brought on more problems than.
Yes, it is rather unfortunate. The other thing that I had to tell you about, it was mere matter of fate that I was captured by Wargoth in most likely a similar manner as you. Phil, you there? Oh, he's frozen.
Rip. That face, though.
All right, we'll give him a. Oh. Oh, he moved a little bit. Come on, Bollynet.
Is that better?
I can hear
I can
you.
hear you. Once.
Okay.
I had a wired connection. Unplugged my wired connection.
Oh no.
I'm on Wi-Fi now.
All right.
Go back to wire. Bad.
Bad?
Super bad.
That's pretty bad. Here, give it. All right, we'll give him a minute.
I don't know how
If
one
it-
person can have so many internet issues.
Better? Okay.
Yeah.
I plugged back in. All right.
Okay.
So the last thing I heard you say was like furthermore or like and the other thing or
Yeah.
something like that.
Bali. Do you know where you're from?
Probably remembers living in a small camp or something.
So you do not remember. I went to search for you. I had my suspicions about where you were from. And you are from the Great Wilds, the continent of Saval. Your father was a man named Hamza. He was not a normal man. He's big, very big. He lived in a place. He assumably lives in a place near primordial well springs. Places where the animals, the fruit, everything is big. But it is said that he found the origin wellspring, where all the animal life, all the bestial life was born. He drank from that. And he is a titan. You are his son, Bali. That is why you are big.
Heavy
The
man.
moon made Probably big.
The moon. You are still young, Bali. In some time, you will be big, like Hamza.
Who is our mother?
I do not know. I only know your father because tales are spoken. He is father to many. You possess very special blood, which very unfortunately by accident came into contact with mine. And that very unfortunately came into contact with a shard of Tyrus, which could have only accelerated the process. Do you dream of the animals? Do you dream of them roaming the lands, hunting, eating?
Yes.
So you know. Are you okay, Bali?
It's a lot to take in. What? Why have you come?
Well, I met a man named Ursa. You have probably heard much about him by this point.
The
But-
man who broke off from the circle and destroyed the school.
Yes. That one. The one who fractured it. Now, he is connected to Tyrus even closer than myself. He is about as feral as a man goes. He is very interesting. However, the reason I went with him, I'm sure you're wondering.
Ellie's wondering a lot of things.
Well, do you want to wonder about that right now, about other things? Because I have many things we could speak of.
Do you, because no one else does or seems to know, do you know why it's winter? Does it have anything to do with the heart of darkness or whatever? The eight-pointed star, the...
I can tell you it is the reason, tell both of you, it is the reason that the Circle of Tears fractured. One group following the Archdruid of the Circle, he started to receive portents from the stars. And something about their eight-sided star came with it. Something about it. It seemed as if it was spreading agony, as well as needing to be taken from here. But Ios, the Circle of Tears, the Starlight Vigil as they are, seemed intent on waiting. The return... You see, the Circle of Tears was not as serious as it is now. It used to travel the lands and merely deal with problems of the animals in the soil. But with the winter, things started to die out. People started experiencing these things, the undead returning, the various fiends of winter. That the return sought action, and Ursa was the one who sought it. And when I believe the reason he attacked Verifton is because they did not seem intent on doing anything about the winter and the undead, merely persisting through it. Perhaps you have another experience.
So, it does have something to do with the stars.
I wish I knew more. However, I have a singular purpose, and that is to prevent those like us from being captured again. I have very bad news, Bobby. So, on that night, the sounds, the fires, everything, I myself put an end to Wargoth.
How did you do it?
The thing is, Bali, like you, like all with a connection to the moon, I can change. And when I was able to escape, it was merely as simple as being a small rat. I was able to get in. Wargoth, I'm sure, collecting some foul tome. And I managed to get the drop on him. I managed to rip his throat out. However, while I thought that was the end of it, the circus is still around. And it is intent on finding us, Bali.
How? I mean, there were others, but he was the leader.
I do not know. Once I ended him, I ran. I ran until I could not. And I was not thinking at the time, and that is why I lost you. And for that, I am truly sorry.
Probably went to school. We were there. You had wanted posters. We saw them.
It is probably them, then. I'm sure, if they are not already, that there are ones for you as well.
No, it's only been 2 weeks, but Bali's lived a lifetime.
Yes.
We are not the same. If you came here tonight to empower these people to attack the school again,
It's not about the school. It is about what comes north to threaten us all. and take us all, Bali. Pig came to me, and he said he does not have enough blood. That something has gone wrong, and she picks up this like wooden bowl that's kind of stained. He would ask you, but I would only ask you if you want to. This is a situation you should have never been in. And it is partly my fault. But what I offer people is different. It is not... Power is too simple. I am connected to Tyrus itself, and so are you. That is what I have. It is a connection to something else, not simply power.
Probably saw an elk that used to be a man. Was that you?
It was not me. However, there are many who have been in pain. And I have given solace before.
So what exactly
what
do
are
you
you-
plan on doing?
Yeah, thank you.
I
Be straight with us. What I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm just curious, like,
It is okay. You are a friend of Bali. You are a friend of mine.
do you plan on doing whatever it is you're going to do and then marching south?
What I plan on doing is giving my blood and returning to Ursa. I cannot stay long. However, what they plan to do is the goal of Ursa, which is to give everyone freedom. The way the elks you saw have freedom, the way the animals have freedom.
You're talking about revolution. Are you not?
Yes. However, we have seen the machinations of society. We have seen all that it does. And to put it frank, Bali, I cannot let others be in a circus cage or a tiefling-built cage, a prison, only to be used for war.
Yes. As long as you're fighting the right ones. Don't let Ursa's blind rage. Don't let it take control.
I have to wonder what you would do, Bali.
Bali came here
I am not...
because we were asked to. More curious, really. Everyone spoke of you.
I must be honest, Bali. I do not seek war like the man outside and the man in the archipelago. I cannot be caged again. I will not be caged again. I would die first.
You seek revenge.
I seek to tear their circus in twain. And personally, turn all those that take part in it into a bloody mess for what they have done to us.
And what of the school? They are prejudiced, but they... Probably has not made up their mind. They will create more like them, but there are so many like us there.
Do you think many in the school are innocent then?
Most of the students, the staff, they know things though.
I will talk to Pig and see if I can persuade him against.
Well, he came here to get cured.
I understand. I'm afraid I do not have a cure. When I was younger, I searched for it. However, I was born in a place that knew very little of it, in the 9 districts.
Is Belladonna a dead end?
For you and I, yes. It must be administered in the first day for it to remove the curse without any other additional aid.
So Bali is going to turn.
Well, you could seek the Starlight Vigil. They have cleansed.
What exactly does that
Others.
mean? Janish said it in such a way where it's almost as if they would kill us.
You see, Bali, the thing in your blood is not a blessing. It is not a curse. It is not an ailment even. It is a connection. And whether you like it or not, it is a part of who you are. It is... And do not let me persuade you from curing it. But for something changed when the winter happened. Before, it was something like all of these people. It was something under control. When the winter happened, the way you experienced it is how others do. And
Yeah, but if what you say is true, then when he turns, if he does grow much larger, much larger,
Probably does not want to hurt everyone.
well,
he will become a threat to us all.
that is why I have a second alternative. You may not be able to control yourself. Because in a way you are still youth, you are still young. However, this has been my entire life. Had I been there to teach you, had I not lost you, I could have helped you and prevented this from happening.
Will you take it?
I cannot take it. It is in your blood. And the only way to take it from you would be by killing you. But I could help you.
Teach us to control it?
Could.
Could you teach us?
I could. It would take much time.
How many cycles?
That depends on you, I guess. But it would take some time. I could take you north, further even, away from all this. If that is what you are willing to do, it would take you away from your new friends.
Look over at Tundra. Do we have somewhere to go? What is our plan?
This was the plan. We're standing in the plan right now. Besides getting that stupid pickle back. So if you want to go north, if you want to get a fix or something, you know I won't let you do it alone.
Don't be mad, Strixie, but our friend poisoned all of your compatriots.
Is that why they're all vomiting their guts out?
Just fucking rip the band-aid off.
It was a... Well, Dolly's not even really sure it was a ploy at this point. I think it was more of like a destiny thing.
Listen, Bali. She, unfurls these, large claws from one arm and she picks up the bowl. I want to know your opinion on this. I was with you much longer than I was ever with the return. In your situation, would you give them your blood?
Only if I knew for certain what they'd do with it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I know what they will be doing. And she pinches a wrist a bit with these large claws and starts bleeding into the bowl. If you are willing to offer, I can do it for you as well. If you are not, then I will not.
Will Bali's blood have the same effect?
Your blood is very different. You possess some of what I do, but you also possess primordial blood. Blood from the birth of us all.
Bali
Not
will do
him.
it on one condition.
What is that?
You let us speak to the people who receive this gift. Set ground rules before it happens. And whoever's in charge will put them in their place if they do not follow.
Then you should speak to Pig. He is the one who is in charge of all these people. I can speak to Ursa as well. However, he is not a great listener. He mostly listens to force.
Okay.
I have not met a man he cannot turn into pulp.
I'm gonna put my wrist over the bowl.
As long as you know that you're going to be starting a war.
So, if you are willing, she will drain blood from you the same way.
Yeah, hold on. Before you do it. Bali now wants 3 things.
You are the same as ever, Bali.
One. We wish to end whatever remains of Wargoth's Wonderland.
You have my promise that that is my first goal and has always been my first goal.
2. Bali wishes to meet our father.
I cannot promise that because I do not know where he is.
And 3. We will end this goddamn winter.
If you are flexible on 2, then I will pinch.
Will this help us do those 3 things?
I hope so. I am not a giver of false promises, Bali.
I want to look over at Tundra, kind of like for reassurance, just like.
I'm gonna shrug and, well, I suppose Gerald can't have all the fame.
I promise you. I promise you that we will look into these things. I am fast, and I am much smarter than some of these people.
I'd like to
Are
add
you
a fourth
ready?
thing, if you don't mind. Sorry. There's a like a chalkboard mirror thing that I really want you to bring back because I just miss it. It was in our dorm.
Back here?
Are you coming back here?
No, I will be going back to Ursa.
Oh, even better. Just keep it for me. I'll pick it up someday.
Demonic one.
Are you not
Yeah.
are you not going back to your dorm?
Maybe.
We haven't really decided.
Oh boy. If that is what you want, I will invade the school for you. The druid-hating school. The me-hating school, and I will steal your chalkboard.
Thank you.
It's in
Anything
dorm,
else?
It's in dorm 3A in transition. Bali agrees to these terms.
Pinch. As
So the drums of war begin.
you spend all of your hit dice. As she takes a reasonable amount of blood, it makes you a bit kind of dizzy and pale, but not so bad that you're dying or anything.
Mm-hmm.
After this, we're going.
You will speak to Pig.
Bali, right?
I will speak to Ursa. I will look into these things. And Bali, whatever promises you just made, write them down for me and send me a message.
Good.
And write down Tundra's too, which is to get the chalkboard.
And then we're gonna get back, so we gone and be like, "Where's their fucking chalkboard?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Weird.
So we're still going to fix you, correct? After all of this?
We haven't decided. Question mark?
If this is a fix versus non-fix, then we just fix, correct? There aren't other options than this.
Well, it's either Bali gets cleansed or we learn to control it.
How about
I'm fine with
this?
the latter. The cleansing sounds terrible.
You see if you want to be cleansed. And if not, you contact me. I'm sure your wizards have some way of contacting me. I must fly.
You're not going to be part of the ceremony.
She holds up the bowl kind of after bleeding you. This is the ceremony. I am here to give, not to revel. That is what all these pickle-eating drunkards are here for. I am here to steal a chalkboard, apparently. Now, you will talk to Pig. I will go. And she leans in for a hug, Bali. You are so big. It is hard to believe you will be even bigger soon. If you have anything else left to ask, you should ask it right now.
Do you know where his dad is?
Don't answer that. I don't want to know anymore.
I don't know where anyone's dads are.
Except for mine.
I do not know where he is. I know a large area that he could be in, but they're very secretive about the location.
All right. Yeah. Sorry.
I will be seeing you, Bali. I dearly hope. Be well.
Well, thanks for clearing the air, sort of.
Sort of.
The think tank will have much to think about.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, friend. As she opens the front door. Oh, that's locking it. She opens the front door. You see as she very quickly shifts into an owl. A Strix, you might say. And she looks at Pig as she's doing it. As she's shifting, she's like, talk to him. And she flies off. And now I need you guys to switch.
Alrighty.
Deafen.
Yo. My keel's away. Do I have his number? Oh, no. I'm just getting emails about dice.
The return. Unintended.
I bet he went to the bathroom. We can take a quick squad piss while he's doing this.
I got so much.
Oh, he just came back.
done
I'm
on-
still pissing.
I just got so much stuff done on WoW, man. Oh, it was you guys' break.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. I'm undertaking I imagine it'll be a long project, but I'm cataloging my backlog of Magic the Gathering cards that I haven't played with in a long time.
Dang,
To
dude.
sell, so we'll see.
To sell.
Yeah, we'll see if it's
man.
anything's worth it, you know. Although technology's pretty cool now, because apps and shit. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I got really high during the break.
Perfect for your infiltration.
I'm so curious if I'm gonna be involved somehow, or if it's just so I don't have to deafen for like 2 hours. So, how's Shivers feeling about being part of the brain school?
All right. I'm back. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. We can shift it back to the bad music. You walk into this pretty dark building. You notice, first off, that the floors are kind of have specks of dried blood on them. You notice there's a lot of like kind of this equipment. There's like pliers and clamps, and you see a crossbow sitting on one side with a few bolts. And you see a bowl partially filled with blood. As standing in front of you is this large cage. As inside it, Shivers, you see these eyes that once stared through your very soul. These deep blue eyes. Only now they are fearful. You see this large, once bright white wolf. Now its fur is kind of matted, bloodied, and dirtied. As you see its mouth, it has a vice over one side that kind of is holding it. It holds its mouth shut, and on the other side, there is, you notice, because it's kind of like this, it's missing a few teeth on one side. And kind of on the floor next to this is a funnel that's kind of been dirtied with stew. Other kind of stew. As this panicked face looks upon the two of you, but couldn't speak if it wanted to. It merely kind of backs up.
I'm not sure what I expected to find, but this is something. Do you think this has anything? I mean, obviously, it's got something to do with this animal cult stuff going on.
This is the same wolf that stared through your very soul the night you awakened.
Isn't it worth money or something?
So you were told by a teacher that they were going extinct in Morsa, and that she'd give you an emblem if you brought one to her.
Interesting.
If we care at all about the emblems, we could try to rescue this beast, but its purpose be unknown to me.
Well, we went to the trouble of poisoning everyone as a first attack sort of thing. Would it not make sense to deny them whatever they want from this wolf? If your enemy wants it, take it from them, or don't let them have it.
I agree. They must be using it for something. I can't be thinking of what was it the pig said after coming out there? Out to here.
Yeah, I remember.
He said something about
That
needing
makes sense.
Bali's miracle or something after all. We might need Bali's miracle after all or something. We might need his participation or something after all. He was kind of pissed off and he like walked away. So yeah, whatever they're doing in here, they're like struggling with.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Are there any indications that like this is the cage is locked up or
The cage is locked. The cage is
Yeah.
locked up.
It's-
It's like big enough that you can like reach in. It's like no, sorry. It's big enough that you can like reach in.
Yeah.
Handily enough. You do have a key ring.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Well, and we probably have the key.
You said it's backing away.
It's like kind of up against the back of its
Do you
the
think-
back of its cage.
Oh, I'll give it the double. Why, hello there.
Mm-mm.
The double.
Yep, and then approach slowly.
Yeah.
Let me. Since I don't think I've actually spent any lay on hands pool points.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think you can even see this, Marcus, because of dark vision. Here, I'll put another little light in there.
No, I can't. Boink. There he is.
There he is.
Just so that he knows that we're friendly, I'm gonna give him like 5 health points or something if I can touch him.
Yeah. He kind of like, as he sees you coming up, he kind of realizes your intent and stays forward and allows you to heal him for 5 hit points. You notice he's like, he's like, it's like he's trying to move his mouth, but there's this vice on it.
I don't know which of us would be better at getting that thing off. But I can give you assistance.
I mean, it's got a screw on it, right, or something like that, or
Yeah, it's like twisty.
I have a +3 to sleight of hand.
so do I. Either way,
You're already touching it.
we try to. Yeah.
I'll
We'll
assist you.
tag- if it's not too difficult, we'll try to get the vice off.
Having healed it, a wolf cannot really do it, but someone with hands can do it.
Okay.
As you're able to slowly twist this thing off, and you see it was kind of like a bit embedded in this wolf's jaw, like it's kind of bleeding a bit where it comes out. And the wolf looks to you, Shivers. You are the one Io saved. My father sacrificed his life for you. He saw something.
Your father wouldn't happen to be part of the vigil, now would he?
He was everything to me. Took me in, raised me, taught me, protected me. He gave his life for you. He was the leader of the vigil. And now he's dead.
I lean in close. Let us not let his sacrifice be in vain. What
You
be
mean-
happening here?
They want to keep me for my blood, for their wars. My partner already died.
This is.
They want my son next.
They want Bali next. This is Bali's fate. They want his blood.
They want the connection they are not born with. The one we've tried so hard to rid ourselves of, to cleanse.
To cleanse. Is there a way?
Yes. But here, he knows. He and Ios knew. Just as I would know if I weren't captured.
I mean, we're letting you out. We're just having a conversation.
When you say let him out, his eyes kind of widen. There's a whole town of them. I tried escaping. They will kill you. They will kill me. He starts breathing heavily.
I can help you with that. If you can run fast, I think you can be away from them, but
I
there's-
can't. Not anymore. My leg broken.
Yes. Your leg is broken. Okay. Is there anything that we could makeshift a splint or something like that, if you would allow it?
I think there's enough kind of like gear. You have like access to a couple vices, some kind of like screw-like objects, and a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
I'd let you try.
If you would let me, I would bind your leg to help you walk.
Yes. You must do it soon.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna open the cage and do what I gotta do.
Nice.
Yeah, as you start putting together this splint, I imagine this would be tinkering or like carpenter's tools.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of those on me.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, for the proficiencies.
Right.
Let's look at. Oh, yeah, you're still unassigned, so you're down there.
I only have herbalism kit tool proficiency.
Yeah, if you want to try a basic intelligence or wisdom check.
While he's putting that together, I do want to talk to the creature.
Sure.
What should we be calling ye?
Oh, yeah, dude.
My name is Shade.
That be a mighty fine name. Was it your master that picked it?
I named myself. He is not my master, he is my father.
I see. Well, I be heralding the darkness that maybe ye heard about once or twice.
I know. You are the next one tasked with the protection and the delivery of the star.
Aye. And all that being the case, you don't die here, now that we have come.
I do. You must make sure my son survives. You must survive. Ios's death cannot be in vain. And now, I'm going to undeafen people as we switch back.
Yeah. Shivers, just so you know, you're not the only one that took the Shadow Touch feat at level 4.
I think Ryan said something about like a lot of us.
Three of us? Or
Yeah. It's like
like Dinor, they're just.
why wouldn't you?
Dinor, your advantage on this cancels out with your poisoned. But you bring in these two Pickle Faithful. And I want you to roll me the last religion I'll let you have on this for a while.
Yeah.
Call them Pikmin.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, that is the question though. Cause God, do I want to? But I am poisoned, and there's a lot of people with combat stars.
You cast spells. Most
Yeah.
of them don't even target people.
But you never know, man.
What spell
ability
attack roll are
checks.
you rolling?
Hey, I'm gonna leave it up to you.
I think I'm going to not as like I'm just in cold sweats, and like I think I'm becoming overwhelmed with the pickle energy
Okay.
during all this.
Is that your final decision?
Yes.
All right. Then, so it's divided by 5. You get 1 piece of knowledge about the pickle. As you kind of bid these 2 followers to grasp your pickle, you kind of dig deep, but the thing is, your body can't handle the same things your mind can. You are simply too weak. However, as you grasp on, you're almost taken somewhere else as you feel from the pickles you ate, almost like you go back to them and you feel the water that grew them through the earth. You feel almost this instability inside you, something that wants you to change and differ. And it kind of flashes, and you see this bright orange light, and you almost just feel it as it shines upon you.
God.
Beckoning change. As Bali, Tundra, Mancala comes out. She hands this bowl to Pig. And he looks at it kind of happy. You will talk to Bali. He has conditions. And she smiles. And he looks kind of a bit confused as she, like in one fell swoop, turns into this Strix and takes off.
No pun intended.
At this very high speed. Hey, it was their stage name. There's a reason for that. So the 2 of you kind of emerge from this tent. You can be in the tent if you want, but I'm taking you out just so I can see you better. As Pig approaches. Sorry I had to ask for this, Bali.
It's all right.
We all do things that we regret and have done so. But
If we're gonna do this, these people need to be. There needs to be ground rules.
I appreciate your bollocks, Bali. Ask away.
Were you gonna give like a speech or something? Or...
Well, I was, but it might be a bit abbreviated. And he looks around. I think your friend's Pickle might have actually ended a few people. However,
yeah.
they brought it on themselves.
Well,
a
maybe
challenge be a challenge.
Damn,
Yeah, really
Pig.
good. You want to look over at Gerald. Just
Pig
to
is literally the
make sure
best
it's
guy.
okay.
Pig is literally the best guy to have the life or death challenge with you. You gotta check on Gerald.
When I come out of the tent, I would look straight over to make sure Gerald's okay.
He,
It's tripping balls.
yeah, I guess like the best like way I can describe it is it's like someone who's just had like ayahuasca or something.
Oh my, that's not
What?
okay.
He's like,
I can't.
he is. He's still like he can't let go of this pickle, but he's like,
I'm
Yeah.
like borderline starting to hallucinate things.
Oh my god. Yours.
you literally are hallucinating things.
Good
You
luck,
literally
Polly.
are
I'll be right
having
back.
visions.
Okay.
I'll start beelining towards the pickle.
Yeah, we'll get to you, Tundra.
Yeah, no worries. I just wanted to
Yep.
put my
Yep.
intentions down.
So, yeah, maybe you can just give your speech, and Polly will, cut in when we feel necessary. Something.
You gotta tell me something. I can't give a speech and have you be.
Well, basically, this is part of our terms was that, this power would not be squandered, that they're not going to use it for bloodshed for no purpose, things like that. If anyone is out of line, you reprimand them, that kind of thing.
I should probably give my speech. Oh man. Give me a minute. Let me get everyone ready. All right, everyone, gather around. As Tundra, we'll get you quick. Oh, kitty. You go up to Gerald. Gerald is kind of like, and you see these two people next to him. This tiefling that he shot a blast at earlier, and a random guy who just happened to get a natural 20 on his save. And they both have their eyes closed, but they are not having the Gerald experience right now.
Is Marcus close by? Or Shivers?
You do not see Marcus or Shivers.
Oh, great. Dude, seriously, they just left you here? What the fuck is going on? I ripped the two randos off of it. And I get down. I think he's sitting down, right?
I'm like kneeling on it right now, my hands down.
Yeah, they look at you. They're like, why'd you interrupt the communion?
Revoke.
Sorry, I'll be back in just a second, man.
I'm just doing these like unintelligible mutterings, just whispering to the pickle.
Gerald.
Gerald is like very. He is in another world right now.
Yes.
I'm actually going to mark him as unconscious because he is conscious, but he's not on the same level
Plane
of
as
consciousness as.
He's in another plane.
He's
in
on
another
another level.
He's like,
Yes. What do you mean?
and he's just kind of muttering to himself. These just like leftover fragments of fog just kind of as they just dissipate in front of him.
Okay, well, I rip off the Band-Aid. I rip his hands off of the thing.
All right,
And I
I'm
touch
going
it.
to need you to roll me in athletics. This is going to be DC 20.
It's like waking a sleepwalker.
Dude, the pickle's about to stop you.
Yeah. Or you're gonna break Gerald's bones.
21.
Oh, man.
As this old man is like attached, like
Rigor mortis.
he's like, you never expected Gerald of all people to be this strong and resist this strongly, and it's like it takes effort, but you
Fuck, Gerald.
can like wrench him off the pickle. As this guy's gonna come in and attune to it so it doesn't pickle explode.
I was already gonna do it.
Okay, well, this guy, let's see if he's faster. No, you can get it. As Gerald, you kind of are like basking in this like orange light as kind of it starts to fade, and you kind of are, when your eyes open, it's like you see the orange of this bonfire as it's like hitting you, and it almost kind of fades back in like that. As all right, we'll reconscious you.
I touch the pickle. I put my hand on it. I've trusted you.
Is that you, Pickle Jesus?
How is my body feeling right now? You said it was like turning golden before.
Yeah, your skin is gold.
Is it still gold? All of it?
Yeah, it's like
Your kidneys are failing.
yeah. I was
Sorry,
about to say.
liver.
I was about to say
Liver.
it's a bit less like yellow greenish, like
It's not jaundice.
jaundice. Yeah, it's more of like it gets closer to like a tan, like almost like this
Like you
like
went to
orangish.
Florida.
And
kinda.
it's just color, right? You don't mean like metallic.
It is not metallic,
Alright.
but it is smoother. So it is like it's getting there.
Tundra! Thank you, Tundra!
I just grab his shirt and I just start fucking shaking it.
Yeah. So Gerald, what you have to imagine you feel like is you feel like shit, but like good shit. Like you
Like
know
good
when you've
shit.
had like one of
That's
those
some
like
good shit.
grueling when you've had like a grueling workout and you're like, I can't move, I feel horrible, but at the same time you're like, this is amazing.
It was worth
You
it.
kind of have like this.
You were working out your pickle, you know. It's,
Yeah, he grasped his pickle for a long time, and now he feels
He's tired but
feels
satisfied.
exhausted and satisfied. Yeah.
Thank you, Tundra! Why are
we're
you
adults.
so upset?
You're just praying to the pickle, man.
Yes, Tundra,
Ugh.
I must thank you. You helped me grow and closer to my full potential. I saw it.
When you
I-
asked me if I trusted
I
you, and
saw
I said
it.
yes, and you
Thank
wondered what I
you.
was worried about, this was what I was fucking worried about.
Why? Why are you worried?
You need to move away from the pickle.
But it is. I'm just gonna look around.
There aren't a lot of things that make me mad nowadays, but you're pissing me off, kid.
Tundra, you must learn to control your emotions when connected to the pickle.
I'm gonna destroy this motherfucker.
Please do not be so rash.
Just move away, Gerald. Go find Bali.
Where's
He's over there.
oh,
Figure it out, man.
Wally?
Can he walk?
Hey,
Yeah, he's able to walk, but he, I think after his enlightenment, he's going to have a hard time dragging the pickle behind him. That'll be up to you again.
Yeah, I won't drag the pickle, but I will make my way toward the Bali.
Yeah, Gerald, as you start to move. Let's see. All right, you lot of shitters. Get up. I got things to say. And he holds up the bowl. It's time now. It's time to drink deep. And pass around. And he drinks a sip. As you see, kind of like this like big bulbous nose he has kind of like piggins out. and you see like the sides of his mouth kind of extend as like these short, stubby tusks kind of start to extend. All right, you all know me by now, and you know what we want, what we all want. And your big friend here might interject a bit. I've seen war before. A lot of it, in fact. It's bloody, it's dirty, it's horrible. And I've done a lot of horrible things under the guise of greater good. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't easy. Death is preferable to the fates that many of us will probably suffer. And I want you to know, we won't do any of that shit to others. If I catch any of you doing that shit, I will personally rip your teeth out one by one and shove your own legs down your throat. We'll be better than that. Because we have an alternative that they don't. The return has shown me their future. Ursa has shown me our past. We could be dumb shitbags again that fight only over normal shit like food and water, and who we're sleeping with at night. Let me show you. You see he kind of motions out, and he goes, Buck, it's time. And you see this man who kind of looks sad approach Pig. I know the times have been tough for you. It's time for your pain to end forever. He raises his arm to the sky, and you immediately notice it starts to, like, these blue ribbons again start to go and curl around his hand. Terus Atan Balsung Mao Di Skirta Paul Tem Strato Kiam Astar. As you see, as he does this, these like blue ribbons come down over him as you see his body starts going through this instantaneous change. As you see these forearms of him start to kind of like bend and lurch forward as they start to like, for the whole time this guy's like on the ground as he's like, finally. The kind of finger and toenails kind of stretch out as his fists ball and they kind of form this hardened hoof on the bottom. These two large antlers sprout out from his head. As you see, as he makes these noises, go, as before you, you see as this man becomes a beast before your very eyes. The return has given us a way to bring peace to this world for good. Screw the plans of gods and fiends, and fuck the random dudes on their golden thrones. We can all be what nature has always intended us to be. And he points at the aurochs, like an elk, pretty much. We don't have to kill to win. There don't need to be victims. And will be all of us someday. At peace. We're a long way from that. But every journey begins with one step. Kind of see the bowl gets passed around. And Stevenson Jefferson does not take a swig. The lot of you are allowed to take a swig if you wish.
I'd like to message Bali and just ask, Bali, is this what we should be worried about, or did plans change? What's happening?
It's all right, Gerald. This is for the best.
Get the
This
message
whisper
again.
comes
Why are you
back
so
to you.
ominous?
We're gonna get back to you guys. Terrace lends us great power. In the blood of the North. Drink deep from this well of might and swell with power. This is our edge. This will dull the pain of the blades. It will broaden your senses. The divide between man and nature will close with just a sip. After you drink, sleep, booze up, dance, celebrate, and revel. Enjoy this night. Because when tomorrow comes, we'll march. Everyone kind of, who's like in a better state, kind of cheers to this. He holds up a tankard. Drink up, kids. As you see, these people start to, as they pass around the blood and drink, you can see kind of this, their like true nature. Like you see these already lengthened canines kind of like go to their full, essentially. Like these people almost being realized as Gerald and Tundra, the other people who are out. Do you want a drink? Figure I'd ask.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
It's too culty for me.
Oh, that's funny.
Gonna
Any
take a
pickle
sample
juice
for
is
your
a-
collection.
yeah.
No.
Could be good seasoning, man.
Yeah,
Good.
honestly.
You're missing out, dude.
Killer
Telling you.
recipes with
Yeah.
it.
Kind of out of character, actually.
Oh,
As
I still need that scent
during,
of the moon.
Like,
during this speech, kind of moving back to during this speech, I want the 3 people not in the room to deafen. You get to deafen 2 this time, Gerald.
Wait, me?
Yes, you deafen 2.
Oh God.
The 2 of you start to hear this bellowing begin. You hear Pig as he belts like all these lines out. As you kind of apply this splint to him, I can't believe you got another natural 20.
yeah. I'm animal
Yeah.
god, apparently, yeah.
Is that's gotta help. Gotta help.
As you are quickly able to put this splint together and attach it. You haven't made. Well, maybe you've applied a splint. You definitely haven't applied one to a giant wolf.
No, yeah.
But apparently you're natural at it. Thank you. What do we do now?
It seems, if you know how to cure this, there are those that have maybe become animals that won out. Like an Axbeak that was following me. He seemed like he needed help. I can get you out of camp.
That's a
Easy
spell
enough. Is it a spell?
that I don't. We cannot cure. However, the ailment of the moon, what travels through the veins,
Yes.
I do know. If you want to act, we must act now.
To cure the lycanthropy. Gotcha. Yes, our friend.
To leave alive.
Yes, it is time. We might stay in town to find our friends, but if you make it out of town, find us again.
Very well.
And I'm going to make you invisible. And it's gonna last for like an hour. So you should be able to get out unseen.
I understand.
Hell yeah.
Spend that. Use.
Yeah, so now you have an invisible pig and an invisible wolf. The pig's invisibility definitely getting close to up.
Okay.
If you want it to leave town with this wolf. Or if you want to guide it out yourself. Or if you want to have an invisible pig.
An invisible pig. Well, from what the wolf said, it's a spell that's on this pig, and it's not something that the wolf can cure. So, if the wolf's coming back to us, I think the wolf taking the pig and returning with the pig later is the best. Get it out of harm's way or merriment's way.
Yeah. The wolf will take the pig. You've got an invisible wolf now. As I want to know. It's so funny that so many of you have invisibility. It's fantastic. I want to know exactly what you guys are doing. This speech is still going on, but it is not a long speech.
Mm-hmm. All right, Shade. I want you to get a good distance away. Be careful with our friend. It's a friend of a friend. And, when everything's quiet, either we'll find you or come looking for us.
I will. As he will leave when you guys open the door. And, oh, wait. I shouldn't have him invisible. I should have him use... I don't even know what the invisible thing is. No, that's paralyzed. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. I think our where we left things, we're gonna probably just walk out like nothing's wrong.
All right.
See if there's anyone around.
I want the both of you to roll me a stealth at advantage.
Yeah.
At advantage because everyone back here is poisoned or dead. Oh my. Let me just check. Damn. Right on the dot. Right on the money. You two get out of this place. The door staying open for a second longer as you hear footsteps kind of tromp off into the woods.
Did everybody just see that giant wolf on this? I hope they watched it on the thing in there. I didn't see anybody's face. Just be like,
They
"What
might
the
not
fuck?"
have been able to see it because of the lighting.
Maybe not.
Yeah, the lighting is probably blocked it.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, also, if no one's looking, I don't
Yeah.
think I need the keyring anymore. But maybe I'll just hold on to it for now.
Sure.
I just don't want to be caught with it later.
Shiver
But-
still thinks a fight's gonna happen, so I'm always gonna be having Blade Ward active now that I don't have to keep hold on.
All right. If
Concentration.
you're not talking, you're chanting.
Yep.
Yeah, the two of you return like nothing happened, and Carl does not return. All right. This speech ends. And you notice Pig looking at you, Bali. Well, you were going to say something, weren't you?
Pretty sure you covered it pretty well. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, drink. Got something in your system. You're looking pale as a pickle.
Turn of phrase. Yeah.
You got any food?
Yes, actually. See Bilk. Speech is over. Can unlock his door.
I don't want to fucking eat that guy's food. Guy's an asshole.
All
Since
right,
it
let's,
seems like we're on friendly terms, I'd also like that. Hi, while you're getting your food, do you guys have some moon essence here? We could have.
You just skipped the bowl of it.
Oh, it's essence of the moon.
What do you think we've been drinking?
I don't know. I'm just. I don't know.
Jeez. I love random generators. As you see, a few of these people go down to help Bilk. The ones who are in a better state. Shoop. As they help Bilk take out first a slow roasted mole rack with pecans, chervil, and tarragon on a bag of steamed collard greens and bananas. Served with chokeberry pie, white wine, corn salad soup, and soft boiled eggs.
Is a chokeberry.
Chokeberry pie.
I feel like that's the next in the line of pickleberries.
Yeah.
and as well as a a second dish, braised chipmunk shoulder with rhubarbs and chocolate, with a salad of cooked Hamburg, parsley, and papayas, served with poppy seed soup, sharp cheddar, flatbread with butter, soft boiled eggs again, and blackberry pie. He really likes the soft boiled eggs.
Poppy seed soup.
This dude had such a variety of ingredients.
Wouldn't poppy seed
Chipmunk
soup
shoulder?
just fucking destroy you?
How many chipmunks does it take to do
No,
this?
it's like a
Gordon
poppy
Ramsay's
seed.
cringing.
It's like a poppy seed muffin. It's not so much poppy that you're gonna get like opioided up, but you will definitely not be able to take a drug test the next day.
Braised chipmunk shoulder. Nice.
Just the shoulder. It's
Just
about
take the shoulder.
it's little meat things. Like
Little popcorn kernels.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
I imagine it's like about marble sized.
Yeah.
Like in like little bites. A lot of chipmunks died.
Man, the dude who ate the first chipmunk shoulder, he really.
Gerald
All
sees
right.
all this food come out and he's like, ah,
The quality of this
Ah.
food.
I should have thought of that.
Gerald, looking at this food, you know it is middling. You know when you get like catering,
Mhm.
and it's like you're kind of doing it more for the event.
Yeah.
This guy's knows
Yeah, I mean, if
Stevenson
you're using
Jefferson.
candles, if you're using
He's not
candles
even
to keep
a,
it warm, yeah.
It's all just for show. Probably doesn't even taste that good.
It tastes like it's above average.
Yeah.
It's like it's good enough, but also delicious.
You know, for the middle of the woods,
It's yeah. For the middle of the woods, this is pretty good.
Dude, raise your
Um,
standards.
What, you don't like braised chipmunk shoulder
With chocolate and
and
whatever that-
rhubarb
Yeah.
and poppy seeds?
It was the dingleberry pie that got me.
Yeah, it was the
Um,
chokeberry pie with,
dingleberry pie.
tarragon and bananas. Whatever the fuck that was.
Tarragon and bananas. Yeah.
Do I see Shivers
Can you
and
post those?
Yeah, they come out. I can. There's one I left out because I didn't want that much. The third one actually also had eggs.
You're getting to too many ingredients.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you
it
post
just-
them? Let's make a. Let's see if these are edible.
I don't even know what chervil is. I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right.
It's on a bed of.
Oh, it's
bananas and
it's
grapes.
like tarragon and chives and stuff. It's one of those. It's compared to fennel, tarragon, and parsley.
A bed of bananas, huh?
A bed of bananas.
Bed of collard greens and bananas.
The thing is, you have to pick up the banana and peel it, unless they're peeled bananas. It's like
They have to be steamed.
I think with a
bananas,
13,
yeah.
it's like they're definitely like peeled. It's like some form of like
salads.
peeled and cut.
corn salads.
The peel adds texture.
Flatbread. At least there's flatbread with butter. Like that's like good.
What's
Yeah.
Hamburg parsley?
It's parsley from Hamburg.
Guess.
This is just like every buffet where you find the one delicious thing and you eat all of it, and you just leave all the rest to rot.
Right. This is the leftovers. Is that what you're saying?
It's just the garnish. Yeah, it's just a meal made of garnish.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're walking out of the building.
You see them walking back. If you guys walk back to them, but their stealth rolls, no one would have noticed them going in or out, except for the bird. But the bird's no snitch.
I still have words to
There,
say.
there you are. What the fuck have you guys been doing out here, man?
Where were you?
I see you touching the pickle again.
Did you see Gerald was stuck to the pickle?
Yeah, I mean, he seemed fine.
Dude, I had to pry him off of it.
He's old.
Look at
He
him.
didn't.
Looks
He didn't
terrible.
want my help, so I left him.
Why is he
Yeah.
gold? Why am I gold?
You're not gold.
Oh, I'm not gold anymore.
No, you're itchy.
I think it's just the
You
lighting.
have different stage ones.
Ah. You guys were supposed to babysit me. You had literally one job.
No one told me this was my job.
You make it sound like what I did with Pickle is a bad thing.
You don't
Really?
even know what the fuck you did. I don't even want to hear from you right now, Gerald.
Gerald's a
Ah.
grown man.
Let you not
Extra grown.
misunderstand. I did more than just connect with the Pickle. I saw things, visions, feelings that were not my own, but the Pickle's, I think.
Okay, yeah, you convinced me that I probably should have helped him. My bad.
Sometimes I just feel like I should have died in the raid when I was young.
Nonsense.
Never should have
Your,
left
your talents would be wasted. You were destined to become part of the think tank.
Thank fucking God.
Thank tank.
Where were you?
How loud is he saying that?
You guys
Who's
can
around
you guys can easily get to somewhere quiet if you want.
We need to. Like, the
Yeah.
sooner
Because-
the better.
If you're gonna talk about where you,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys with your plates of delicious.
I want to stock up on Chickmonk's shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Before I go with the
with
Like,
one,
do they still
banana
have
and
like the
collard
joints in
greens.
them, or is it just the meat?
They're like appetizers, you know?
I think because it's.
Little poppers.
I'm trying to think if like.
I feel like you need
What?
the joint
It's-
in there to get a little bit of crunch.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
of its shoulder, I feel like it has the joint. So it's just like. Honestly, I bet you can eat the bone
yeah,
of a chipmunk. It's
it
like
could kind of
it
be like
adds
a peanut
crunch.
M&M, you know.
Yeah.
I thought these guys were like herbivores, and they're
Are you kidding? They drink wolf blood.
Why is
That's
only
true.
this?
now that it's quiet. Let's tell you about the wolf blood.
oh,
While we're talking, I'm just
I'd
gonna
like-
be popping these, you know.
I'd like to go with them, but before I go, I want to confer with these two, especially so they don't follow us.
Yeah. You go up to them. And Ozire. I have to go back to Toft. They have to know.
I understand.
Right.
It is what I was actually going to ask you to do in addition to a couple other things.
Gerald, can you roll me a d6? I need to tell you what they're. 2. All of Ozire's hair has fallen out.
How much hair was that?
Like, I imagine like these people were kind of on the run, so they had not cut their hair. So it was like pretty long. Now it is a sheen. Like it's not like it was shaved. It just all is gone. Like eyebrows and everything. No hair.
Wow,
I'm just gonna put
he really
my
looks the part now. you know?
put my hands on
Yeah.
both of their shoulders and just say,
I would say out of everyone here, you two I am the most proud of, and for that I must ask of you a very important task in the name of the Pickle.
What is it?
But first I must apologize that I have failed in my duty to get you two to connect with the Pickle as closely as I have. Perhaps the Pickle has not chosen you, or it was not yet your time. But fear not, it may still be one day.
You've had
Until
much
then.
more. You've had much more time with it. I'm sure our day will come.
Yes. Until then, you can see the wonders that have happened here. I need you to.
Yes.
You're right.
They're like looking out, smiling, as some of these it's like kind of this panning view. There's like a couple of people are like trying to shake awake but are dead, and you see like people who are feeling sickly. They just ate pickle and drank blood, and
As you do.
and they're like kind of in between. They try to eat a little bit of the food, and there's like a few people like throwing up. Others like, oh, and this is like, look at how much glory there is, and just all these sick people,
The chaos.
and they're there like smiling with you, like, yes.
Now, some people, they may warn you that the pickle is just a danger. It is nonsense, and we are fools, but they have not seen what the pickle has shown me. They have not felt what the pickle has made me feel. I ask that you two go out and spread word of the pickleberries.
We shall.
That they're not all so bad, to learn about them and incorporate them in your daily lives or weekly lives. I mean, however, just incorporate them.
We'll go to Toft. We'll go to Toft. And then we'll travel south through Abendorf, through Good Horse, and then the bridge.
I'm relying on you two. More than just me. I must go with my compatriots to... We have a journey with the pickle that we must undergo.
We understand. We will meet again,
Well,
should it be willed.
if the pickle...
Under the shadow of the mighty pickle. May its girth protect us.
And
May
also,
you feel its mighty girth within you.
I ask you to travel together to Toft. At least until Toft. There is someone there you will meet. He will boast about the sheep called Meg. Or the Meg.
I know who you speak of.
You must
We will
know
find
him.
him.
He is not on our side. I
And
trust
we
you
shall
two will know
destroy
what...
him.
Yes.
The man, not the Meg.
Of course.
The Meg shall be ours.
Fucking Sith Lord.
It's
over
gonna
here.
be like it's gonna be like the church's like idol, like in this temple. It's like a holy beast of it.
Yeah.
All right, as these two are gonna take off, as you can rejoin your friends.
I have done as the pickle as well.
So you come back to Tundra saying that.
We're not gonna come into any trouble with your little pickle cult, are we?
What?
Nothing.
You may have taken this too far, Joe.
What do you mean by this?
I mean, you're glowing golden. Your skin is practically radioactive.
I'm sure it's just, I mean, look at all the bonfires and torches around here. What do you expect?
You have apostles.
I'm so I apologize. I'm sorry for doing my job too well here. That's not what we wanted.
Man comes here, does job too well, gets apostles. Fucking.
Listen, just, don't let the power go to your head. Alright?
I think it already did. He was seeing
You're still
visions.
part of the think tank,
Listen, guys, I
We're a group.
understand. Yes, I understand your worry, and do not worry. I dare not keep the pickle to myself. If you all want to see what I have seen and feel what I felt,
No.
especially you, Shivers, feel free to to take part in your connection with the Pickle.
Who?
Why especially Shivers?
Well, it'd be mostly because I'm still curious about his whole Comic-Con arm thing with the wild magic, but
Dude, the world cannot handle that.
Shivers.
There's already one winter.
Like. Just for done. Yeah. Shivers like. But I thought the pickle was a bit too much for myself. I thought you were protecting me from it.
hey, I want to see what happened. I think Tundra was scared. Tundra, I understand you're scared, and I want you to know, Tundra, I thank you for trusting me as you did. That's why even with your threats, I felt comfortable. I trusted you to leave you with the pickle and not destroy it.
Why are we still here?
It's Golden Gerald. It's like he's Super Saiyan. He's just. But as
Where
Bali,
have you guys been?
Yeah.
Akira Toriyama.
Rip Akira.
Rest in peace.
As I imagine as Bali is throwing Chipmunk's shoulders back, kind of explaining this, and like, you know, we're talking to Gerald and stuff. Shiver's just like, oh yes, and on the topic of power and exchanges, Bali, we found a way to cure ye. That's right, you don't need to make this decision hard on yourself. A full cure.
What?
That's a bit. Anyway, to expound on what we found
Let's do it.
on my travels,
How did
I
Trixie
saw-
not know of this?
Hold on. I saw the door to the forbidden room,
Ooh.
and I had a chat with the guard, and he ended up in the pickle party and was poisoned. So I swiped his keys, and then we went inside, and there was a giant white wolf in a cage that they were draining blood out of.
The White Wolf?
Aye.
Yeah.
Greg, the
So
Winter
we broke
Wolf.
him out, and he told us that
One and the
he
same.
knows the cure. It's the summary.
They told us what?
He knows the cure.
The wolf?
Yes. I made him invisible so he could escape.
Wait, what?
Where is he? Is he with us right now?
Where is he?
How could you talk to it? You don't have druid powers.
I
Oh.
know, I don't. But
I think-
he was talking to us.
Ollie, you've been dethroned.
Didn't the one professor say
Why did
Wonder
you
Wolf
let it
was-
escape?
remarkably intelligent or something?
It needed to be away from this camp. They were keeping it for whatever reason.
The very
they were-
thing that they sought to get rid of, they were doing?
It was clear that they were torturing the thing, pulling its teeth, draining its blood. There was a
Hey.
lot of dried blood around.
Putting it in
Even
like
a crossbow.
a bowl or a basin, something. But it seemed like things weren't going very well. Like not much progress had been made.
Was it human like the rest of them?
I
It
don't-
was. I don't think so.
What do you mean by the rest of them?
The animals that were people?
What?
Gerald's just been here like having a trip the whole time in like the center of town.
Along with the wolf, there be a pig that apparently knows Valric, that I liberated from one of the pens. According to Shade, our wolf friend, that these animals are bound by mighty magic.
We told him to keep a lookout for us, so if we go venturing out alone, there's a good chance he'll find us.
He knows the cure.
That's what he said. I would have let him out either way, but
The plot thickens, Tundra. We have more
I don't know what the
choices.
fuck is going on.
What did Mancala say?
Well, we had a reunion. As you may or may not know, Bali and her were imprisoned together in the circus.
What did I miss?
And
Hey,
basically,
you're in the circus.
she and Ursa are very close, and Ursa is feral, and he just wants to kill everyone. I don't know, he's not a good guy. He wants to
Basically-
return everyone to nature and turn them into animals. And
So
yeah.
what people were drinking earlier was definitely Bali's blood, and we definitely started some sort of war.
Oh,
'Cause-
another thing.
I knew they wanted your blood.
Bali's
So-
I
father.
saw the wolf.
Bali's
Yes.
father is a titan from the north.
Bali's gonna get a lot bigger.
From the south.
A lot
South of
bigger.
you guys.
From the south.
A
from the north
titan.
south.
He's kind of in the
Titan
middle of the world.
South. All right.
If
So-
you imagine the world like a big E with some islands, that's you're in kind of like this part.
So Gerald isn't the only one who's started a war now. So I figured there's 3 of us left. Should we just draw straws for the next person to start the next war?
I mean, it could be Shivers pretty easily.
It's
But
100% gonna be Rivers.
I mean, you don't. Wait, Tundra, you don't honestly believe that it was my fault that war started, do you?
I didn't say
You
you
got any- I
caused it.
I need a serious. You just said I started the war.
Okay, I might have said you caused it.
I didn't say you caused it. Okay, I might have said you caused
I'm
it.
just saying. I'm not saying it, like it's not directly you. I'm not placing blame. I'm just saying if you weren't born,
I get
that
it. You
war
guys,
wouldn't have happened.
you guys wanted the ritual to keep going because it's kind of a problem that takes care of itself.
So, the other
They would-
part.
If they make themselves animals, then are they really
no,
a problem, or
the other part. So we were told that Bali has 3 options. Well, first, we were told there is no cure. Strixie searched for one, there is no cure, but now you're saying there is. Anyway, our 2 options were either Bali gets cleansed by the Starlight Vigil, whatever that entails, or Strixie teaches us to learn to control our power. And we go with her to the north.
north of here?
Yes.
Like
Where the hell
a
is
little
that?
north, or you mean like the
Yeah, that's
islands or something?
She didn't say.
What about this cleansing? I'm interested.
She did say.
Did she?
I mean, how much can you trust? How much can you trust her?
We go back. Basically, what drives her is that Wargoth's Wonderland and the circus, even though he is dead, is still alive and well. She is doing everything she must to destroy them. Bali wants the same thing. We also had some terms. That was one of them. If we give our blood, then we track down and destroy the circus once and for all. Bali gets to meet our father. We end this goddamn winter once and for all. And Sandra, you had something too? You added something?
Didn't she say
You added-
where she was going?
What was the thing you added?
You started a war?
The 4th term to our
Oh. I don't want. Let's not worry about that right now.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that means you're okay with this, and you want this, Bali.
She made it seem like the war wasn't her idea, she doesn't want it, and they're only doing it so that they can stop people from putting us in cages.
It's
Ali wanted to make it so that we weren't doing this for no reason, not just killing random people, and And we pointed out that there are innocents at the school. She said that she would talk with them.
yes,
I mean,
forgot
would
to
you
eat.
would you rather go with Strixie and do all this, or do you want to? If what the wolf said was true and there is another cure, I mean, what would you prefer between the two?
Well, that could lead us on another wild goose chase for another 2 weeks.
I've got a question. It's about the cleansing. Strixie said that you could be cleansed by the Twilight Vigil, right? But
That was an option.
there's no cure. So what would this cleansing be?
Yeah.
The wolf said that the wolf had a father, and the father of the wolf was a man that I saw on the day I awoke, when I broke free from the ice. Session 1. This man is dead now, but
Like,
we just learned that he was the leader of the Twilight Vigil.
Starlight Vigil.
Starlight
Cool.
Vigil. Yeah, I'm getting my games mixed up.
Silver Twilight Lodge.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the cleansing that the wolf be talking about might be the cleansing that Moncala's talking about. Maybe the cleaning of the blood that the wolf mentioned is the same kind of cleansing.
Mancala told us that it's in Bali's blood, and to remove this gift or curse would be to kill us.
Hey, Ollie, didn't. Wasn't there a blood guy in Verifton? Didn't you give him your blood?
Yeah.
Now that we're realizing how special your blood is.
Hopefully he got taken care of during the attack.
Yeah, but don't they have a doesn't she have a vested interest in you staying the way you are because that's what she wants? Maybe she really didn't look for a cure and she was
Or she
blowing
found one
feathers
and
up your ass.
didn't want Bali to know. She must have known about the wolf. Pig certainly did. Should we talk to him about it? The wolf?
It's at least good to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Plus,
Maybe don't tell him it's no longer here. At least while we're still here.
You can't say that you know about the wolf, otherwise you went in the one place they told you not to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go throw the keys in the fire or something. By the way.
Yeah, you hide the keys.
We're gonna walk up and be like, so Pig, the door was just open and we went in there and like, come on, Pig.
This dog started talking to us.
Yeah, so the 5 of you walk up to Pig then.
Well, yeah, let's not mention the wolf. I mean, we could talk to the wolf.
Oh, I
The
thought he was
wolf or
gone.
Pig?
Wolf will come
The
back.
wolf is outie.
We have rendezvous with Wolf.
Right.
At some point.
We can communicate with the wolf in future. I think we should keep its escape secret as long as we can.
It's not going to take long for them to find out once the guard tries to get back in, realizes his keys are missing, stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's his fault, not ours. I don't have the keys.
I will say there's also several people here that we could blame that. I mean, they can't say anything back anymore.
Is he
mean the
dead
ones
from
you
the
killed?
Blame the people you killed.
You- So,
Uh, well, let's consider what we want from here. Do they need you anymore for this ceremony?
no.
Well, they got your blood. It sounds like they did already use you.
Yeah.
I support your decision, buddy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's whatever you. It's your life that's on the line, man. It's whatever you want. Wherever
Gerald's right.
you want to go.
Gerald's
I mean,
right.
we're the think tank after all.
Do we know when the next moon is?
Full moon. I think they told you before that it was the 41st.
Yeah, that's more than a week away.
So that's like a year off.
Yeah, so 2025 at least.
So, either Bali goes north and trains for a bit to learn to use this, or we track down Wolfman and hope for a cure.
I think if we just sneak out of camp for the night, the wolf will find us.
It seems like the most immediate option.
Also, do you know how long
And
Strix is
if-
gonna be north? I mean,
Depending on what the wolf says.
She's going back to
we'll go
Ursa.
north.
what does that mean? Is it time sensitive or?
Didn't sound like it. Sounded like a home.
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
I thought Ursa was a person, but she spoke like he was a home.
What?
Yeah.
Let's get out of town for the time being, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, before we do, I mean,
No.
it seems like everything's concluded here, but the school did say, we got to do something about iron here. I mean, what do you guys think the consequences are if the whole iron situation is still unresolved?
I can tell you that I'm pretty sure that the iron workers are these animals now.
Yeah, that's not getting any better anytime soon.
And we
The
learned
one
that
Bali
it's a
speak to
spell.
seemed pretty happy, so.
We learned that the animals is a spell.
Yeah, there's definitely an axe beak right behind Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh!
Help. Help me. We're like, yeah.
Yeah. We'll do better than these guys, but
We need
Can't
to
help
leave.
I guess we've probably done enough work here to be satisfactory and so some kind of progress.
They definitely felt us.
Yeah. As you turn around, you hear this familiar old man as coming back into town, yelling at the top of his lungs,
Did he found the crazy eyes?
I found the magic eyes! I found them! Peace eternal. As you see behind him, give me just a second. You see tons of wolves. As they walk into town, including Well, this is so many.
Motherfucker went out and
wolf.
found some fucking wolves.
Did you find a second army?
Yeah, the wolf we freed left to the south, so these northern wolves probably have nothing to do with that.
Oh, he came in from the north. Okay.
Mm-hmm. As you see behind them another large white wolf, as well
God.
as a tiefling
Shit.
who glows with radiant starlight
Shit.
and has some very magical eyes.
No shit.
And that is where we will call it
Okay.
for the night.
We
And
need to save him.
you guys have done insanely well.